Welcome to the Kinect VR calibration tutorial. I'm assuming you've just finished using the installer and restarted your computer. So after launching Steam VR, you're going to end up in the Steam VR void, assuming you weren't already in here. So open the Steam VR dashboard, go to desktop, launch Kinect VR from the start menu by finding Kinect VR under K, Kinect VR, and then launching the one for your version of Kinect, in my case Xbox 360. Just wait for it to open, and then you're gonna get status success for everything. I'm just going to make sure that my skeleton is working. That looks great. So I'm going to initialize trackers. But then what's going to happen is one of my controllers, and actually, see, now I can't open the SteamVR dashboard. That's not a big deal. I'm just going to open the dashboard of Oculus. So what happened is one of my controllers, one of these, is now my left hand. If I were to launch VR chat right now, this hand would be considered as a tracker, and basically I can't input anything with it. So I need to close Kinect VR, and now that it's closed, this works again. So I'm going to launch it again, and the second time it's going to work. You'll always have to do this. And now if I click it, I get both of my controllers, and I get the trackers behind me. Great. So the arrow you see on the ground, just completely ignore it. It's supposed to represent the Kinect in 3D, but it's completely wrong, especially because everyone's Kinect is going to be tilted at a different angle, and this doesn't really account for it. So you're going to start with position calibration. Just check it with the mouse on the desktop, and then if you close out of the Steam VR dashboard and you're just in the void, if you use the thumbsticks, you can just move it around, up, down, left, right. So just bring it in view so you see what you're doing. If you click any of the triggers while you're calibrating, it's going to uncheck whatever box you had here and just save and confirm. So now I'm going to do rotation, where the left controller goes left, right like this, and then the right controller goes up, down like this. So let me just go straight against my wall. And this looks mostly that looks fine. You're probably going to be doing this over and over and over, and just trying to get it perfectly aligned. I can already tell it's not right. Just bring it up. It's definitely not right. So go back to rotation, and then yeah, that much actually. Position, because it's too behind me and it's too high. So this is where my waist is. So I want it about here. And then if I walk forward, that looks wrong. Like I'm walking straight and it's just kind of going to the left. That's an easy fix. Go to rotation. Turn it a little bit. That looks great. So I confirm that. I go back to position. I bring it back in the spot. A little high. A little forward. And that's pretty much it. That's my calibration done. Now that that's all done, I could just close Kinect to VR, and then if I launch it again and initialize trackers, they're going to be in the right spot. So now to get into VR chat calibration, let me launch the game. So when you start in VR chat, you're going to have your avatar show up as a T-posing model, like this, right? And what you want to do is you'll have your three tracking spheres that are representing the trackers, right? They're just like this. And you want to basically just walk into the avatar, and then you don't have to extend your arms like this. Despite it doing that, just press both trigger and grip, but on both controllers at the same time, so like this, and boom, you're calibrated. And now if you did everything right, your tracking should be really smooth. If you walk forward, you will start arcing like this. In the back. You can't really do much about this because the Kinect isn't exactly a one-to-one space in 3D. And that's basically it. Have fun.